Okay, so we're back in the airport now. It's about 10:30 or so. We have about 4 more hours until our flight. We're gonna head to the back and just chill until then.
Yeah, so we had a pretty good day out. We were tired and it was cold, but we made the best of it.
Yeah,
we took a lot of naps.
Streets were very very busy.
Yeah, we took a lot of naps and we went and had some birthday dinner. So we had a pretty good day considering how tired we were. So yeah, we decided to come here a lot earlier than we expected to, and just chill here, probably take a nap until our last flight, which will be 12 hours.
Yeah, it feels good to be back in Turkey.
Yeah.
I'd say not much has changed.
Other than the prices.
Yeah, other than the prices. Prices went up.
Like
because
double.
because of the dollar value went down. So.
Yeah. So we head into the plane now, ready to knock out on this plane. This is basically a 12-hour flight. So we'll try to sleep the majority of it, so we don't be jet lagged when we land. So yeah, see you later.
Excited.
This is it. So after 48 hours, Jesus.
Why you so jacket first? You just jumping out.
Hold on, child. Before someone go. And this, let's smudge it up. So after 48 hours of traveling, 42 hours of traveling, we're finally in the Philippines.
In Manila, Philippines.
Yes. So that's our final destination. So now we're about to go through passport control.
And then baggage claim.
Yeah, baggage claim, and then find us a Grab.
Official ballots, ballot boxes, EGADs or broadband global area networks, and
Thank you, my love. Hello.
We finally got to our hotel room, and we just wanted to share with you guys the process of getting into the Philippines.
Yeah, we're pretty tired, of course, after 42 hours of travel, but we, like Darren said, we want to share so you'd know how the process will go if you're trying to come anytime soon before it changes. So it's a pretty smooth process, but it still wasn't like all the way clear if you're looking it up online. So we wanted to share based on the mistake that we saw other people made. We didn't even know if we did it correctly until we got here. So we want to tell you what you need. So first of all, you need to be vaccinated, and you also need a 48-hour PCR test or 24-hour antigen test.
Antigen test, yeah.
And that is from your departure. So for example, we left from Miami, right? We left from Miami, we had a layover in Turkey, and then we came to the Philippines. So the 48 hours would start 48 hours before we got on the first flight in Miami, since Istanbul was considered just a layover. Same with if you did the antigen test, it'll be 24 hours before you get on the plane to head to the Philippines, whatever your first port is or your first entry point to your flight. And then after that, you also need health insurance that is equal to
$35,000 US.
Yes, of coverage, but it didn't check for it.
No.
At all. So, but
I'll still get it.
Still get it because
Yeah.
they may check for it, and if you don't have it, they won't let you on the plane.
Yeah.
So, and then we also always have a ticket to leave the
Yeah.
country because sometimes they'll ask for it. They didn't ask for it at all,
Yeah.
but you need that. And we'll leave a link in the description of where we get our
Return tickets.
return ticket from. I think it's so basically you buy a registration in terms like you buy a ticket reservation because if you travel in full time and you don't know exactly when you want to leave, but you need to show a ticket to get into the country,
Yeah.
there's a company that buys the actual ticket, right? You basically reserve a ticket for 48 hours. Or another thing you could do, and that costs $12 per person. Another thing you could do is you could buy a ticket on Travelocity, and then they have a free 24-hour, but they always give you 72 hours cancellation. So you could buy that the day before, and when you get here and you get through immigration, you could cancel the ticket and get a full refund. So that's the two ways you could get around that. So always have that for every country you go to, because sometimes they ask for it, and if you don't have it, they don't let you stay, or you can't get on the plane. And then the last thing is the One Health Pass. This is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So you want to type in One Health Pass on Google, and then the official website will come up, which you'll see on the screen. We'll put it there. And once you go through the process of putting in all your information to apply for the pass, you'll get an email saying that it's pending validation, and it'll say step 1 of 2. So it'll have a barcode on the screen, and a lot of people print this out and bring this with them, or have it in their phone and bring it with them. But this isn't the final step. So once you do that, you need to scroll down to where it says Health Declaration Checklist, and you literally have to answer probably 3 questions, and then it'll give you your final pass. And the final pass should say step 2 of 2, and it should say qualified for express lane. If you don't do this, when you get to the airport, they'll have to check all your stuff, and it'll take a long time.
And that'll have a QR code, not a barcode.
Yes. Sorry, the second step, once you've done it correctly, you'll have a QR code and not a barcode. So that'll make it a lot easier through the airport. Once we did that, all we had to show was that and our boarding pass. That's all we had to show. Whereas if you have the first step only, you'll have to show all the documents.
Yeah, you'll have to go to another section.
Yeah.
To be processed manually.
Yeah, so we just wanted to make that clear for anybody who's thinking of coming to the Philippines right now, because we saw a lot of people made that mistake on the plane. Basically, everybody had the first barcode and not the actual QR code. So it took them a longer time to get processed and get out of the airport. So yeah, that's all we wanted to say. We wanted to close this video out. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay tuned.
A lot more exciting videos ahead.
Yes, so our next video will be our first impressions of Manila, and then we'll be heading down to Cebu. So stay tuned. We have a lot planned for the Philippines.
See ya.
Good night.